everyone, this is
Leizy,
Erica,
and Isabel,
and welcome to the
Leizy Thoughts Podcast.
On this episode, we will be getting deep in the topic of long-distance friendship. After graduating from high school or college, many of us have come to terms with living far apart from our closest friends. It can be difficult having to maintain that emotional connection while being physically separated. Therefore, we will be talking about how we found different ways to communicate with each other, the different obstacles that we faced, and how these friendships can still thrive despite the distance. And for today's episode, we have a special guest who is none other than our very own long-distance best friend, Gaun.
Hello.
My name is Gaun Cho.
Yes.
I graduated from Cal Poly SLO this winter quarter.
Wow.
I am very excited to be here.
Wow. A recent grad. Yes. So, how did you come to know us, Gaun?
Yes. So for Lynchie's case, I knew her in middle school. I think we had class together.
Yeah, we were little
Right?
babies, sixth
Right.
graders.
Oh, and I think we had class with that one math teacher
Yeah.
that we really hated. So,
Yeah. She
So-
always mix us up together.
I know.
Really?
Yeah. So that's how
Yeah.
we began to know each other and blossom
Yeah.
into this great friendship. And then Isabel and Erica, we met through high school. And for Erica, we met through volleyball, where we suffered 4 long years together, unfortunately. And then Isabel, we met through our lunch group, and then we were able to, find great friendship.
Yeah.
And then now we're here.
Yes. Yeah. Thank you for that summary. Yeah.
Beautiful.
And then now you get to hear us
Okay.
talk about what a friend you are.
Nice.
Yeah. Okay, Isabel, why don't you go first?
So I would say I honestly didn't know Gaun too much in high school in hindsight, but getting to know Gaun throughout our college experiences, I realized that Gaun is probably the most level-headed person in the group.
I agree.
Yeah, she's very calm and I wrote down that you're very go with the flow,
Yeah.
but you know how to stand your ground and you know when to have fun.
Yes.
Yeah.
I agree. I kind of adding on top of that, I said that if there was ever an earthquake or a zombie apocalypse, I feel you'll just be standing here, oh, that sucks.
Yeah.
I wonder what we'll do. Are we gonna survive?
Yeah.
With a very
oh,
calm.
well.
Yeah. Oh well.
Yeah, she's always the most calm person in an intense situation.
Yes.
So when things are going wrong, I kind of feed off of her calm energy, and then I feel we can get through it.
Exactly. Yeah. It's very nice for your presence to be there.
Exactly.
Yes.
Yay.
So I said that Gaun is the type of person who I feel she doesn't need to do much physically, but you know that she'll always be there for you.
Yeah.
And I feel I've definitely felt that since 6th grade.
She
Long
knew
time.
way
Oh,
back.
She knew way back then. And yeah, which I think, just proves because we've been friends for so long, it goes to show that she'll always be a very reliable, consistent friend.
Just going off of what Lynchie said, I think Gaun's a very reliable friend. Now that I look back at high school, I don't know if I could have gone through certain things with that Gaun, because she was always there for me through every situation, whether it was my classes or volleyball. That was oh my god,
that was intense.
Yeah, that was an experience. I feel so bad, but everything I dumped onto you, oh my god, this happened to me today. Oh my god, I was constantly me complaining about things and you reassuring me.
You're
But
yes.
it was fun.
Yeah.
That's so
I like listening to other people's problems.
Mm-hmm.
Dealing with my own. So
Aw.
it makes a good relationship.
Yeah, that's why we're best friends.
Exactly. There you go.
Yes, you're a good
Yeah.
listener.
There you go.
But also, like, Gaun is, like, the bestest friend that anybody could ask for, because I remember before I even met Lynchy, Gaun was like, vote for my friend Lynchy. She's running for president or VP.
Oh, yeah. You were, like, running around for me.
Yeah, she was promoting.
Yeah, she
I
was
was like-
promoting you more than you were promoting you.
It's like everything I can do.
Yeah.
She puts her
Thank
all
you.
into everything, like, for her friends.
Yes. Okay, now we're going to move on to the next question. How did we keep in touch with one another or other long distance friendships during college, and how has that changed? So I don't know if you want to start.
Yeah, I think for me, it sounds so weird, but I don't like to contact people. Like as often. So
Yeah.
when you're like, I like meeting people in person more than like either like texting or FaceTiming or whatever. So
Yeah.
if I can like see my friends on a daily basis, like that's great, because like you're obviously like able to have that connection right away. But for like long distance friendships, it's like harder to like keep in contact with other people.
Yeah.
But I think for me, as long as the beginning of the friendship is solidified, like no matter how long we don't talk, it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Because like when I meet up, it'll be like the same.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I completely agree.
Yeah.
I agree.
Yeah. Do you want to add?
So for me, I think even though we don't like update each other on every single thing that happens to us, we still keep that line of communication open with like small stuff like Snapchat. Like we send each other just random stuff throughout the day.
Yeah.
So even though like we're not telling each other like meaningful things, we're just saying like, hey, I'm here. You know? And then like stuff like just keeping up with each other on social media, like seeing your posts, and, like commenting on each other's posts. I think that helps. And also just meeting up whenever we can, like when we're in the same place, like when we're all back in SAC, we plan things, and then that's when we like dump everything onto each other.
Yeah.
Every time we meet up in SAC, like it's literally one big gossip session.
Yeah,
I know. Like, let me tell you about my life.
Yeah, everything that happened in the past like 3-6 months or whatever is like, whoa. We catch up a lot.
Yeah. We need to write a book.
I know.
Yeah.
Every time.
Yes.
Just take notes on what happens.
Yeah. No, I did that.
Yeah, we used to do that. We would just like write bullet points of what we need to talk about.
Yeah, and then she would come over and I'd be like, okay, chapter 1.
Oh my god.
Like, so this is what happened. But yeah, like I kind of agree with everyone. I feel like during freshman year of college, like I think I set a too high expectation of myself to like be super connected with everyone, and I think I took it personally for me and like against other people if, for example, like they didn't send me a super well thought out Snapchat. Yeah. And I was like, what? Like, how could you? Like, why would you not update me on your life? You know, like, and then I would try to like whenever we had a break, like a spring break, like I would be like, okay, Monday, Tuesday, like,
Oh my god,
like
this person.
I know, like I'm gonna FaceTime you, and then like Wednesday, Thursday, and then I don't know, I feel like it wasn't as sustainable, and it kind of puts I don't know, like I feel like when that expectation breaks, like it kind of puts your friendship in a tight situation. So I feel like it might be just easier to do it more naturally, like if you know, like if you're able to initiate and meet that friend in person, then that's a great time to like just catch up, you know. And it doesn't matter if they can't update you every single day, like just know that they're still thinking of you, and they probably do have a lot that they want to tell you eventually.
I completely agree, because I think I was like that in the beginning too. But then it seemed like a chore. Like I have to talk to her at this time. I have to talk to this person at this time. I feel like it didn't make the conversations fun anymore. Like I was just like talking just to talk, just to like be there.
Yeah. And it's like, I don't know, a lot of people end up bashing like Snapchat streaks.
Oh yeah.
Like I love it because whenever like I get like or sometimes it'll be like something like, even I send something like meaningless like on screen, but whenever like it's actually like something that's updating your life, like that's something that you can connect with and like ask them about. And that's why I like Snapchat so much, because it's just an easy way to like
it's
get
just
to
small
know.
things.
Exactly.
A small update.
Yeah, it doesn't have to be like Instagram where it's like your biggest
accomplishment,
or like I traveled to here
exactly.
today. Like literally, I'll just send pictures of like what I'm eating, or just like a good night thing. Is what I normally do. But I think just updating a little bit every day is nice to like keep in touch with other people. Even if it's insignificant.
Yeah.
Especially now too, since we're all so busy and moving on to that next stage in life. Like we don't always have time to like catch up with each other. That's okay.
Yes, I agree. What was our impression of meeting each other's new friends? Wow. So we can all talk about meeting Gaun's friends. Okay. Right?
I just want to say that her college friends are really different from our high school friend group. And, like, not in a bad way.
Yeah.
They just, like, I don't think that I would have been in that friend group. Like, not because they're bad people or anything, just the personalities maybe clash.
Yeah.
That's true.
But
they offer a different dynamic.
they do.
Yeah, they definitely do.
They seem nice, though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like, I don't know, it's probably because of the dorm that I was put into. It's mainly what formed like my friends, because it is business. First of all, so that like warrants like a more extroverted personalities around me. So that's probably one of the reasons why. And also like there's not a lot of Asians in California,
That's
so
true.
you just end up like going with whoever's there. But not saying like they were like not like someone I didn't want to be friends with. But yeah, I think it's just like it's definitely a different dynamic. So
Yeah.
And like even though they're a lot different from us, I realize that you tend to attract extroverted people though.
Yeah.
And I think it's because you're so chill and so like easygoing that everybody needs that one friend.
Yes.
Yeah. And also I like being around extroverted people.
Yeah.
Because like they bring like fun.
Oh, like add that spice.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Like with that, if it was me plus like introverted people,
Just
it would just be like silence. It would just be like.
Like you go first.
Yeah, no, you go first. It's like literally everyone's like just sitting there.
Yeah.
What should we do today?
I was like,
I know, it'd be so bad.
Yeah. I feel, I mean, I'm basing this just pure speculation. Like, I don't know your friends that well, but I think they're very adventurous. And I think, like, in high school, I mean, we all changed, but, like, just how we interact in high school, like, we mostly kept to ourselves, you know? And, like, there were times we would, like, go out and have fun, but I think it wasn't, like, that bold. Like, I think, like, the biggest that we have ever done is, like, go to the state fair or something.
State fair was fun, though.
It was really
love
fun.
I love state fair.
It was super fun, but it was never, like, let's go, like, travel or, like, go to a rave or something.
Oh my
like
god.
that. I mean, I don't regret anything, but it's like it's interesting to see like a contrasting.
I also think it's the environment. Like in high school, it was so, I don't know. I think in SAC and within like our friend group, everyone was just so like
safe.
Safe is like a good word. We were all so safe, but then when you like get to college, there's like no supervision in a way, so it just like gives people more freedom to do whatever they want. So I think it's just like a change in environment that just made it different.
We were very sheltered.
Yeah, we were very
super sheltered.
I was gonna say like most of the things that we did in high school were like wholesome.
Yeah,
really wholesome. Very wholesome, which is not a bad thing. But I definitely think like when you get to college, you get to explore or adventure out and try different things, which you don't get the opportunity to in high school. But,
And then I don't know if you want to talk about like our friends.
I don't think I've met Erica and Isabel's college friends.
It's because
Right?
we were
We don't
each
have
other's
that.
close friends.
Yeah.
I don't think. And then the only like the friends that I've met with like Lynchy's friends would be Joseph and then Gabby, and that's the second time I'm meeting her. I think most of the time, like probably for like all of you guys, I just end up thinking like they're gonna be like a good person, like a good friend.
Me too.
No matter like who you guys like have as friends, like I don't think you guys are gonna make like any like horrible friends that are like I don't know, like that are gonna betray you. They're gonna be nice to you, stuff like that. So I automatically assume that they're great like people, and then I would like to like get to know them as well. So
I think there just hasn't been like an opportunity for you to meet them, but I can invite them over after COVID.
Oh yeah, I'm
instead of
down.
We're all
something.
vaccinated.
I know,
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm down.
I never thought about that. Like, you haven't met our friends.
yeah, I haven't met your guys' friends.
Yeah.
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 That's probably also because we went to community college for the first couple years. So, like, we don't really hang out with our college friends either.
Yeah, I wish though, like, because for me, like, I get so excited and happy when both friend groups
Two
can like
worlds
interact
collide.
with each other. Yeah, so
Collide.
I kind of wish that I was able to like
Yeah.
be more friendly with your guys' friends.
It's okay. We can make
It's
it
okay.
Right?
I feel like I
worries.
met a lot of your friends, though.
Yeah, because I
Yeah.
would be like, hey, here they are.
I think it's because I visited you a lot since Davis is so close to
Oh,
Sacramento.
That's true.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, you've like met everyone, I think, like
Yeah.
all my housemates. And then I brought you, I remember you came to the dorms once and I took you over and I was like, this is this person.
yeah.
Yeah.
And I feel like, was that the same day Hannah was there?
Yeah, that was the same day Hannah was there.
Yeah, that was fun.
Yeah. Good times, good times. Okay. What are the difficulties of keeping in touch with a long distance friendship? So we're gonna go deep into this one. Yeah. Do you want to start again? Or do you...
Mine would be like kind of reiterating the question before.
Yeah.
It's just reaching out.
Yeah.
I think is the hardest thing.
Yeah, because we were so used to seeing each other every day. So,
Yeah.
like, everything that
Yeah.
happened to me, you knew by, like, second period.
Yeah. Like you don't need to like make an effort to like text or like call
Yeah.
someone because
Yeah.
eventually during the period you're gonna meet them
Yeah.
and talk about it. So
Yeah.
That's true.
I think that's what's hard for me, too. Like, not being able to update you, like, with what's going on immediately. Because we
Yeah.
tend to, like, wait until we see each other in person.
Right.
But it's not the same as, like, you seeing my reaction to, like, what happened to me.
Yeah.
And, like, I kind of miss that.
yeah.
Yeah. Like, oh my god.
Like, oh my god, she did what?
Yeah. During lunch. Like, no way. Okay, see you next year.
And also it's kind of fun to like see the progress of like
Right?
stuff happen.
Yeah.
So like
Yeah.
if something like starts in like high school, if there's like a problem,
Yeah.
you get to like see the entire thing
Yeah.
play out.
Yeah.
But like then if like right now you'll just hear about like from start to
I
end
know.
and it's just like, oh
It's not the
cool.
same.
Yeah,
it's
it's not
just
the
like
same.
Yeah.
it's already been solved.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're not like part of the situation
exactly.
anymore. You're just hearing about it
Exactly.
afterwards, which is sad.
Not as fun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like for us, we might have a unique situation because I think in high school, like we had such a tight knit friendship, and then like we had a whole group chat, and I feel like we just update each other on
Yeah.
like everything. And I think like if you think about it, we like went out quite often just to like talk and gossip and stuff. And I feel like college is such a period where people are growing and they're having milestones, but also a lot of like heartbreaks and like existential crisis, you know. And I think one of the hard parts for me is like when I do catch up, like they tell me some of the hardships that they're either currently going through or they went through, and I feel bad because I can't be there for them. Yeah. Or like there are times where they're like, it's like a recent, like they would Snapchat me or something like, oh my god, like I'm going through this and I'm busy with my own
Yeah.
quarter system too.
Don't make me cry.
Oh no.
It's okay.
Uh-oh.
We got live on camera. It's okay.
I think it's just like you're just so independent in your own life.
Yeah.
That,
It's hard to like think about other people
Yeah.
all the
Yeah.
time.
We're
it's so
not next
sad,
to you.
like,
I
when
know.
you say it, but it's, like, so true. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
you're so worried about what you have to do, especially in college. Like, what grades you have to get, what you're gonna do, like, you
In the
know.
future.
Yeah, in the future.
Yeah.
Like, will I get a job? Will I go to, like, school? Blah, blah, blah. So,
Yeah.
like, there's so much, like, riding on you that sometimes it's, like, it's
Like,
hard.
It
Yeah.
sucks, but like you have to make a priority, and like
Yeah.
your friends' like well-being is in that priority. It just depends on whether or not like, oh, do I have to juggle this extracurricular with my class, with my how my friend is doing at the time, with work, and all these other things. And like I felt that like when people would update me
Yeah.
and they would like pour out like all of the hardships they went through. I'm
I
like,
know.
why didn't you tell me? Like,
Yeah.
I would have like listened, and
Yeah.
I just feel bad. But yeah, I guess sometimes like in a way it's good for people to like have their own growth when they're
Yeah.
separated from like their friend group.
Yeah.
I agree too.
Yeah.
I think it's so interesting when we like go like a long time without seeing each other, and then we meet up, and I can see like how you were different from before. Like I would say that all of us are very different from our high school selves.
Yeah.
And it's so interesting to see like how we've grown.
Yeah. I agree. Yeah, I think in a way, like, it's good for us to each kind of go through problems, like, in our own individual way. And then, like, I hope y'all know that if I ever update you on, like, some major crisis, like, it's like, oh, I just want to let you know, but, yeah, it's okay that
Yeah.
I was going through it, like,
Yeah. I think just like the reassurance of
Yeah.
like letting them know
yeah.
is like very comforting. Yeah.
Also, sometimes I feel like it would be a burden, you know, to pour out your problems to
Yeah.
Yeah.
because like everyone's going through something. Like
Oh yeah.
it's
they're
not
going
like
through their own
I'm like
problems.
special and like, oh, my
Yeah.
problems are so important. It's like
Yeah.
pouring it out to someone, like they have their own problems, they're stressed out too.
Yeah.
So it's just like if it's manageable in a way, like it's
Yeah.
not necessary for me to like
Right.
seek
Yeah.
someone.
I feel like in freshman year, like, I feel like part of us felt the need to, at least for social media or outwardly, to, like, show the world, like, hey, I'm doing good. Like, you know, like, I'm here in college, I'm living my life. And so when I was looking at my friends on Instagram and Snapchat, like, I thought they're fine. Like,
They're
I don't
having
need to
the time
check
of their
up on them.
lives.
Yeah, like, they're having the time of their lives. They're meeting new friends. And so I didn't really, like, felt the need to kind of, like, sit down, be like, are you okay? You know? That kind of stuff. And at the same time, like, I felt like I also needed to put on that front, too. Even though I was struggling. Yeah, like, school was hard. Like, making friends was hard.
Yeah.
And I remember, like, meeting up with with some friends. I remember, like, going to your house, Hannah was there, and we were all just crying because we're like, college sucks!
Oh no.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
We were all pouring our hearts out.
Yeah, and I was like, wait, what do you mean? Like, I thought you were having a great time.
Yeah.
And they were like, no.
They're like, no, I thought you were having a great time.
I was like, I thought you were having a great time. We're like, no.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's stuff like that. But we're
We're thriving.
We bond over sadness.
Yeah, I think, like, after that, like, I started realizing, like, you know, like, I don't need to update them, or I don't need to, like, pretend that I'm having a good time all the time, you know? Like, sure, like, maybe they expect me to, like, thrive and have fun, but I can be brutally honest about my experience. Yeah. How have your friendship changed over time? Has it strengthened or weakened?
So weekends. I'm just kidding.
It's so good.
I would say strengthened on my end.
Yeah. Why do you think so?
Just because I feel like in high school, I feel like, at least for me, I felt like I was a different person in high school. Like, I don't think I was mature or like as mentally developed at the time as I was now. And like, I feel that college put me in a mindset where I wasn't pressured by anybody to like be something else or just I felt like I matured a lot basically in high school or in college. So because of that, I feel like I had a better understanding of myself and a better understanding of who was important to me. So because of that, I felt like I was more comfortable with like you guys and opening up to our friend group, because I definitely don't feel like I knew everybody like back then. But I don't know, just over time, when we experience like the same hardships or the same challenges, it's easier to relate with everybody.
I feel like our relationship strengthened as well. But like, I don't even know if I can compare our friendship in high school to our friendship now. Because, I don't know, I feel like back then, I was really immature too. And I was like really focused on like, oh, like, I have to be with her 24/7. If she's not with me, she's not a friend. If she's not close to me, like,
I was like that too.
Yeah, so, but, like, now, like, seeing how we are, we're still very close friends. Like, y'all are my closest friends, like, one of my closest friends. And, like, we don't see each other every day. We don't need that to feel connected to each other still. And I know, like, if I were ever in a situation or problem, I could call Gaun, I can call Leizy, I can call Isabel, and you'd be down to help me, like, no matter what. Like, drop anything and come down and help me. And, yeah.
Aww, that's so sweet. Okay, my turn.
Don't cry, okay?
For sure I feel like our friendship has changed and it has strengthened over time. I feel like it's interesting because even though we all experience some distance between each other, like, I kind of know you guys more, and I realize like part of it is because I become more of a listener, because I think in high school, like, I was very focused, I think, on like making people feel good and like entertaining people, and so I don't think I ever, I mean, except, you know, sometimes for our car rides, we have bits and pieces of people's personal stories, but for the most part, for when we're all together, I feel like I just like blab people's ears off, and I was like talking all the time, and I never like really sat down to like talk and hear personal stories or like open up. And like when we do talk, I think it's mostly about school. Like it wasn't really it wasn't really about like, oh, like, you know, how's your family, or like what are the types of things you enjoy doing or you experience, and that kind of stuff. Like nothing really reflective or substantial. And I feel like that really hit me like senior year, and I felt like, yeah, we have such a big group, but it's so hard sometimes to like connect to people.
Okay, I was gonna add something.
Yeah.
Like, that's how you know you've gotten close to somebody, is if you have nothing, like, not necessarily in common, but you don't share like a similar experience. But you can still talk with each other. Like, just because you don't go to Cal Poly doesn't mean that we don't have like good conversations. So yeah, I feel like if you can still catch up and like carry a conversation, I think that's a good indication.
That's how you know. And then another thing too, I feel, maybe this is just for like high school friends in general, because we're not like that mature yet, but I think like whenever we felt like, first of all, I don't think in high school, I might be wrong, but we've ever had like a serious fight, if that makes sense. Like, sure, we had, like, I think I've countered drama, but we kind of like glanced, like, over, we're like, oof, that happened. Like, let's just ignore it and
make a new group chat.
Oh my gosh.
Oh my.
Dang. Yeah, we deflected so much. And it was like, okay, like, I have an issue with that girl now. Okay, I'm just not going to talk to her because our friend group has like 10 people. I have 9 other people I could talk to. Or 8 other people I could talk to.
We never addressed problems. Like, we never confronted it.
Yeah.
I think, like, looking back, like, I can safely say there were experiences where we've had, like, conflicts or fallouts, and after resolving them, like, I honestly feel like it, like, made us into, like, better friends or better people. Like, I feel I came to understand how you guys feel more, and, like, I have more respect of how you guys communicate. Yeah.
I think, like, before, I would live in my head too much and kind of, like, feel like I'm thinking she's thinking this. And that's what prevented me from, like, actually addressing the issue. Because I'm like, I already know what she's saying, even though she didn't say anything. And I feel like now that we're more mature, we actually, like, address those issues.
Yeah.
Which helps a lot.
Yeah.
Because, like I said, all of it was, like, miscommunication. We just needed to talk it out. Because I don't know what you're thinking. You don't know what I'm thinking.
Yeah.
And if we just sit down and, like, actually address it, then it gets resolved so quickly. Because we're all good friends. We're all good friends to each other, too.
Yeah.
Like, oftentimes, it's, like, not anything big that we have to, like, fix.
Yeah.
It's just like an entirely different friendship from what was in high school into college, because like in high school, like, we just had like a huge group,
Yeah.
so it's just like we're just like friends, like with everyone.
We're just people.
Yeah, we're just like
we're in a
people
group.
that like eat lunch together,
Yeah.
like hang out before
Yeah.
after school,
Yeah.
and that was it. But for like now, it's like you make the effort to be
Yeah.
friends with these people. Like,
Yeah.
you don't see them every day, so like in that aspect, I would say like our friendship has like strengthened a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think our relationship has changed the most out of, like, everybody
Yeah.
here.
I feel like that too.
Because we had, like, so many classes together. We had volleyball together, and that was such a long
I
time.
know.
And, like, we constantly saw each other. I saw you the most out of, like, all of our friends. And to, like, go to a time now, like, where I don't see you every day, not even on, like, a weekly basis, monthly basis. It's, like, so
Couple months.
hard. Yeah, it's, like, a couple months. And I'm like, wow, like, sometimes I feel like, what is going on with her?
I know.
Like, I don't know, like, should I reach out? Should I not? Like, should I just wait until she's back inside?
Yeah.
And, like, our relationship's just so different.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I
Yeah.
feel like it's so different just going, like, seeing people every day and then not
Yeah.
anymore. So it's just like,
Yeah. Just like suddenly, like,
Yeah.
it's like just gone.
And they come back occasionally.
Yeah.
okay, what is a memorable experience with each other during college? So one of my first experience was driving to SLO twice.
Oh my gosh.
The first time was interesting because we got to see your door.
Yeah. Oh
And it was
gosh.
the most janky.
We literally had a rude awakening. Like,
Yes.
that alarm blasted.
Oh yeah, in the morning, that was like,
There was a fire drill
Yeah.
while we were
There was a
sleeping.
fire
I
drill.
didn't
like-
know there was gonna be a fire
At
drill.
like 7 a.m. And like we're all woken up. We're like, what is going on? And then Gaun just casually saying, oh, there's a fire drill. And she like goes back to
She goes back to sleep like it's nothing.
and we're like, yeah, that was quite memorable. And then we had to like go to the showers.
Oh my god, the shower.
I didn't have hot water.
There were like
There were
flies.
And it was co-ed.
Oh.
That was like the fastest shower of my life.
I know.
Hand me the shower.
I don't even think I really cleaned myself. I think I just stepped in and walked out. And then the second time was also super memorable because our car broke down.
Oh my gosh.
And I feel bad mostly for you
Yeah.
because I feel like you didn't really have a break. Like
It's
you
okay.
every minute you had to think about like, okay, I have to call my mom,
Yeah.
the new guy.
Yeah.
The towing company.
Yeah, the towing company.
You remained calm, and I felt like you tried really hard to make sure we were having a good time
Yeah.
too. You're like, let's go to this like
Yeah.
tourist site. Let's go here.
Yeah, because honestly, I was freaking out for a good 5 minutes, and then afterwards, I was like, oh,
After
We're good.
acai bowl.
yeah. I was like, oh, this is great. But yeah, I felt bad.
It's okay.
Yeah.
Everything was solved. In the
Yes.
end.
Yeah.
Maybe
It was
third
very
time.
memorable.
Yeah. I'm scared to go to
We're
Florida.
gonna make a
What?
comeback there.
Yeah.
I put the time that we went to the Museum of Ice Cream. I
I
thought that was really fun.
I forgot about
was
that.
fun.
Yeah. That was so fun.
That was
Yeah.
really cool.
Yeah.
I liked the Museum of Ice Cream, and then we got boba guys afterwards.
Oh.
Yes.
We
Yes.
waited in line
Yes.
in that really long line,
I
and then
know.
everybody was like, "This isn't that good." Oh my god,
It honestly wasn't.
It was not as great
Yeah.
as we thought it would be.
Honestly, if you see a big line, it ain't worth it.
Yeah.
Like, just go somewhere else.
Yeah.
Yeah, but no, the Museum of Ice Cream was really fun. I feel like we spent so long in each booth, but I love the displays, and you got free ice cream.
Oh,
I
yeah.
know.
Yeah, with
Yeah.
the money.
I think it was like worth the experience.
It
was.
was. Because you could stay in there like as long as you want.
Yeah.
typically.
Yeah.
And we really milked it.
Yeah,
we
we
did. A really long time in each like
yeah,
room.
go.
We
Yeah.
took so many
I know.
photos.
Yeah. Lots of good photo ops.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
So, okay, I also said driving too slow for the same reasons.
Yes.
And going to KCON LA, I think we went in 2019?
Mm-hmm.
28?
2019.
2019. And that was like, I feel like our first big girl trip. So
Yeah.
it was really fun. Like we planned our Airbnb, like we had an itinerary kind of. And like
Yeah.
it was just so fun, like planning the whole like what we were gonna do, where we were gonna eat. That was really fun. And we had some good food.
Yes.
Yes.
Man.
And then I also said, this is not a specific event, but planning birthday surprises for each other. I feel like we like come up with elaborate plans to surprise each other.
That's
true.
And like we come up with very like thoughtful gifts, I think. Like everybody.
Yes.
And I think that's so fun to like pick out a gift for like my friends. Like cuz I want to pick something they like, you know.
Yeah.
And seeing their reaction is really nice.
Yeah.
I agree.
I'm glad that carried over from high school.
Yeah.
Because I remember, like, one of the things that, like,
Yeah.
bring us together physically so often were the birthday
Birthday
parties.
parties.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the Christmas parties.
Yes.
Yeah. The Christmas
That's what
party.
we're gonna talk
Yeah.
about.
Exactly.
Yeah. I feel, okay, I just think, like, for any long distance friend group, I feel like having Christmas parties is such a good bonding experience.
Yeah.
Because, like, if you're like us and your friends live in the East Coast,
Yeah.
and, like, it's really hard for everyone to, like, be together at the same spot, I think at the very least you can look forward to, like, the holidays where they're most likely come back for their parents, hopefully. Yeah. And especially when it's not COVID.
Yeah.
But it's really nice because we all giving each other presents too.
Yeah.
And we always like play games.
We
Just
eat.
the atmosphere.
Yeah.
It's so nice to like
Yeah.
be around all of you.
Yeah.
And even during COVID, we like did it over Zoom, and it was
Yeah.
still fun.
It was
Yeah.
still fun.
Yeah.
Yes. Okay. So we are on the last question, and it's, what are some tips you have for maintaining a long distance friendship?
I think like doing small things a little bit, like whether if it's every day or every week, and just like for me personally, I like sending memes and TikToks. So that's my form of like keeping up with people or like
Yeah.
updating them, just like talking about what happened that day or just sharing the same type of humor. I think that to me is like bonding.
Yes.
Agree. Like just make some sort of time for each other. It doesn't need to be like a 30-minute block or an hour block. It could just be like, hey, how are you doing? Or like sending a snap or responding to the snap.
respond to the
Yeah.
snap.
I think
Because-
that's important.
Yeah, like whenever you guys send me stuff, I always try to like respond back. Like
Yeah.
maybe not a snap, but like I like text something.
Yeah.
And I think also to like keep the friendship going, like you need to, it goes both ways. Like both people
Yeah.
need to reach out to each other.
Right.
And like I said, it doesn't have to be like an hour-long conversation. It could just be like, how are you doing?
Yeah.
Something simple, something small.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think for me it would just be like just expressing in like whatever way you can. So like for me it would just be meeting up whenever everyone is like in town, or I'm like in like close proximity with whoever. That would be like my best way. And then Isabel said like sending memes and like TikToks. So just like letting people know that you're like thinking of them would just be the best way to like keep a long distance friendship.
Yes, I agree. Yeah, so for me, one thing I say is kind of what I mentioned earlier, is to don't take it too personally if you haven't been able to really keep in touch with someone, or if they haven't really reached out to you, because, you know, like, we get busy and you don't know what that person's specifically going through, and most likely it's not because like they don't like you or that they don't want to update you. Like, there's probably something going on in their life, and you'll never know unless, you know, you can like find an alternative means to reach out to them, you know, because like, let's just say this person doesn't keep Snapchat streaks. So instead of, you know, relying that as a medium of communication, you can like plan a FaceTime call, or if it's possible, like one of you could see each other in person.
Yeah, it's different for every friendship that you have.
Yeah.
So you just see what works best for that specific friendship.
Exactly. And then my last tip, I would say, is something I kind of want to keep in mind personally for myself as I move forward, and is to try to incorporate your like long distance friends with your current life, because I think they don't always have to be separate, and it's kind of hard. It's already hard enough to like juggle like school, work, whatever, right? And so I think it's easier and also nice to like keep them kind of incorporated into your life. So if they're, for example, in town, but you have, you know, I don't know, if your friend's over or something like that, you can like invite them too, and like let them know each other.
Yeah, I never thought about that, but that makes so much sense, because I feel like I talk about the other party with the other person so much that they already know each other. They just never met each other physically, but they know about each other. So like, why don't we just all hang out?
Yeah, exactly.
So this concludes our podcast for today. Let us know if you have any long distance friend, or whether you have similar or different experiences. We want to thank Gaun for coming onto our podcast and sharing your experience. It was really fun and nostalgic getting to relive our memories. So to hear more from us, you can read our blog posts at lazythoughts.wordpress.com, or you can also email us any questions or comments at leizy.thoughts@gmail.com.
Thanks for getting lazy with us!
Yay!